Anthony Hartwig here with a Poland boys basketball player profile. We're joined by junior Carmine Tukalo. Carmine, thank you so much for coming on talking to us today.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
So last year, buddy, you hit this NE8 scene hard and you became quickly one of the best players in the conference, and everyone had you on their scouting report by the end of the season. So now you come into your junior year, 1 year older, you're an upperclassman now. What's this season been like for you to kind of prepare for your junior year, more responsibilities, more teams know exactly what you bring to the table? What's it been like for you so far?
Yeah, definitely more teams coming at me this year. Just remember me from last year. So I just got to stick to my game and play the same way I did last year. I trust myself in every aspect of my game, and I'm surrounded with a bunch of my teammates that I love and I trust. So knowing if guys are keen on me and I got them right next to my side and I trust them to do as much as I can.
Let's talk about last year that puts you in this position where you're on all the scouting reports, being circled a couple times. What worked so well for you last year? What allowed you to kind of hit the ground running your sophomore season?
Just the way I could play my game. You know, I had guys around me that were big guys, could rebound, could outlet the ball, and I believe I work well when I get the ball and I can just go transition, give myself a bucket. And I got two big guys last year, and Danny Natoli and Cole Fulton, setting screens. Guys keen on them because how big they were, and it allowed me to knock down some shots from the outside too.
Now, as we go into talking about this year, as we said, you're a junior, you're being asked a little bit more leadership responsibilities on this team now. What's that been like for you to kind of step into more of a big leadership role?
Oh yeah, definitely a big leadership role. Just I felt like I've been a leader the last year too, even as an underclassman. Just keeping my guys up at all times because there's going to be times where we're down, and we had a little bit of a rough start this year, but we're on a little bit of a win streak now, and my goal is just to keep my guys up at all times, and we're just going to fight every game, no matter who it is or no matter who we're playing.
You guys weren't the only team dealing with a late start because of a long football run, but what did that do to kind of affect this team, and how much do you think now you're hitting your stride because you started later than most teams?
Yeah, it definitely affected us a little bit. The long season getting pushed back, but now we're in a smooth little spot here. We got a few wins under our belt. It's good to get our football guys back, Oliver, Nikki, and Anthony, because they help our team so much. And when we're all together, we're all playing together. And it took a few games, but now we're here and we're striving right now.
Let's talk about your basketball journey. I want to know when it started, when you picked up the ball for the first time, and when you started to fall in love with the sport.
I've been playing the sport since I can't remember, probably 4 years old at the YMCA. I've always loved the sport ever since I picked it up, and I never wanted to stop. I always wanted to keep going. I've played AAU my whole life. Just anytime I could step onto the basketball court in any aspect, school ball, AAU, I just love it.
That doesn't sound like a shocker at all. When was the time where you started to take basketball a little bit more seriously, and you went from it just being for fun to it being something that you really worked at, wanted to improve at, put your time into?
Yeah, I've always cared for the sport ever since I was little. But I would say around seventh and eighth grade, when middle school started to come around, and I joined an AAU team where we started traveling to Tennessee, Kentucky, Columbus, getting in these bigger tournaments, and I kind of saw the bigger aspect of the game, and I just fell in love with it even more.
Let's
So
talk
ever
about your
since yeah,
talk
so
about
ever
your
since that time, I've just been loving the game.
let's talk about your AAU experience and what it's like to kind of in the off season put yourself with and against some of the best competition that you possibly can in the whole region. You know, not just the state, but neighboring states, like you said, going to Tennessee, places like that. What's it like to expose yourself to that level of basketball in the off season?
It's a cool experience going to get to play at those bigger tournaments and see some scouts and some bigger guys and play against the best of the best. I mean, it's awesome just going to get into travel and play against. It gets you prepared for school ball season, and it's something I look forward to every year when I go out there and play, just because I know I'm getting the best of the best.
And like you said, you're seeing scouts out there. I know junior year is so important on the recruiting trail. What's it like for you? What kind of things are you seeing this junior season trying to handle that aspect of it? I mean, are you trying to really get yourself recruited, or are you just kind of taking that as it comes?
I would say I definitely look forward to keep going with my game and trying to get to the next level. But I know it's going to start getting a little more serious here soon. So I do look at aspects of that. I try to go to camps and stuff, get some to see some scouts and some different things of the college life. But yeah, it's exciting, and I know it's coming quick. But definitely look forward to all of that.
Now that colleges can kind of woo you and kind of show you what they're about. What kind of things can a coach bring to your doorstep that would make you feel like that could be your home? What are you looking for in a college team? What kind of things that interest you?
Just the program in general, like just going to camps, kind of see what they have. A coach that's going to push me every day if I decide to go to their college, and just an environment where I can work well in and just play my game and just be the best person I can.
Everyone has a school that they dream they could play for. Do you have like that dream school that, man, if I had the opportunity to be on this gym in this floor with this team, I would do it? Do you have one of those?
Yeah, I would probably say Pitt. My parents grew up. They both graduated from Pitt, and it's pretty close to home. And if I got a spot on that team, it would be a lot to me. It would be everything. I would say that school.
Let's go Panthers. I like it. Let's talk about you in the classroom. Junior year is also when you're kind of kicking it up a lot. You're trying to get yourself to a point next year as a senior you can relax a little bit with all your stuff taken care of. What's it been like in the classroom during your junior year?
It's been a good junior year so far. Classes are a little tough, but like you said, it's gonna be. I'm just getting through the heart of it now. Next year should be a little more relaxing, but yeah, I still try to focus on the classroom even when I'm in the season. But yeah, it's been a pretty good junior year so far in the classroom.
Everyone uses different routines, different things to juggle their time management with schoolwork and the basketball. What do you do? What are some routines or things that you do to juggle everything?
As the boys team, the girls team usually practices right after school unless we have a game. But that's like I said, I try to get my schoolwork done right after school, so I could go right to practice and not have to worry about it after practice, just so I could relax and get my body healthy after like a long 2 hour practice. So I try to knock it all out of the way before.
Last year, speaking of the girls team, last year Poland was the first NEA program to have both boys and girls win the conference in the same year, at the same time. What's it like to be a part of a basketball school that both sides of the track are so successful and they have such a strong program and they've been successful for a while? What's that like for you guys to be able to share that spotlight a little bit with the girls side too?
It was an amazing feeling last year to see us both get the win in the conference. It's been like that the last few years of my life, going to all the games, watching how the program's developed, watching some of the guys that grew up play here that had an amazing impact role on the Poland basketball team. And it's just something special to be a part of. My teammates are awesome to play with, all my coaches. It's a special experience.
Let's talk about Coach Fender and what he means to you and what it's been like to be under him and be coached by him. Obviously, he came in replacing an absolute legend in Coach Grisdale. So, what's it been like with Coach Fender at the helm, and what kind of things has he taught you about basketball and about yourself?
Yeah, me and Coach Fender have a very good relationship. He's trusted me since I was a sophomore. I didn't get any experience my freshman year, and he trusted me to handle the ball last year as the point guard as a sophomore with no experience under my belt. Every day at practice, he's pushing me to be the best person I can be, and I know that he trusts me when I'm out there, so feel very comfortable with him as my coach.
So, let's talk about baseball because we also see you killing on the diamond in the spring. What's it like transitioning and being a multiple sport athlete going from basketball season to baseball?
Yeah, I love both the sports. I love playing baseball. It's cool to just go right back to back because I don't like to stop. I just like to keep going. And basketball season all winter. It's an easy transition for me because I've been playing both my whole life. And as soon as basketball is over, I have something to look forward to going straight into baseball season. So it's exciting.
At first glance, both sports very different. What do you think from your basketball experience that makes you a better baseball player, and then vice versa? What do you think you take from baseball that makes you a better basketball player?
Overall, I would just say my confidence and my trust in my game in both. I have trust to do whatever I can on the diamond and on the court. But the one aspect of it, I would say my quickness. I'm a middle infielder, so my quickness on the court, dribble to get past people, translates to baseball. I would say my quickness to make plays in the middle infield and get the ball across the diamond.
All right, so that's a big question with multiple sport athletes. What's the best feeling in the sports you play? Do you think game winner at the buzzer, maybe a big play in the infield, game winning hit? What's the best feeling you think in the sports?
Basketball, definitely. I would say getting a huge win or hitting a game-winning shot, either or. For me last year, that Struthers game that went to overtime to win the NEA championship, that was a special game. Yeah, or just knocking down a big-time shot in the clutch. Just those two. Those are great feelings. And then on the diamond, I would say just getting a huge win with your team in the playoffs. And, yeah, like also making a huge play in the infield, saving the bases loaded, saving the runners from scoring, just stuff like that. A lot of amazing aspects in those games.
We want to get to know you a little bit off the court before we let you go. My first question is, I know athletes have to take care of their bodies, but you got to have some kind of guilty pleasure food or dessert that really, helps your sweet tooth out a little bit. So what's that for you? What's the snack of choice?
Sweet tooth, I would say probably brownies or cookies. I love chocolate.
Do you have any pregame routines or superstitions that you stick to?
No, not really. I keep a lucky coin that my grandma gave me in my sock. That's what I would say. I don't really do anything specific before the game. I just keep that in my sock, just knowing that she's with me and she's out there supporting me every game.
I like the lucky coin. I like that. What are some things that you do post game? What are some big celebrations? Guys, let's get a big win. Where are you guys going to celebrate?
Yeah, me and my boys, we always after a big win at home on a Friday night, we always head to Buffalo Wild Wings or El Vallarta.
What are you getting at B Dubs?
I'm probably getting 15 garlic parmesan wings with fries.
That's how you celebrate. That's the meal of champions. And then I want to know, about your family a little bit. We've talked a little bit about the people you grew up with, but what about your family and specifically makes them special to you and unique in your eyes?
For my family, the whole family tree is always coming to my games, and I'm very thankful for it. From my mom to my dad, my siblings to my grandparents, my aunts and uncles, my cousins, they all show out to every game, no matter where it is, and I just know they're there for me. And I've had my dad and my uncle as a coach since I was a little kid, and they're in the stands every single game, pushing me outside of the court to be the best player I can be. And just knowing I got my family right there, it's an awesome feeling.
Carmine, we end these player profiles the same way every time. We want to give the player the chance to take the limelight off themselves a little bit, shine on the people in their lives to get them to where they are. So I want to let you take the time, give thank yous and shout outs to anyone else in your life that you think really deserves it.
Yeah, I would say just my family for sure. And just knowing I see them there every game, they're always there to support me. Just walking out of the locker room after a loss or a win, knowing they're there to give me a hug and just be there for me. I know they're going to travel everywhere to watch me play. And outside of the court, they're going to tell me what I'm doing wrong and what I can do to get better. And just having that and them right there for me is it's very special.
All right, Carmine, we want to thank you so much for coming on and talking to us today. We wish you the best of luck the rest of this season, and we hope to talk to you again real soon.
All right. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.